Welcome to ENTER21. We're here to bring you another one of our little teaser interviews with one of our esteemed speakers lined up to join us at the conference in January 2021. It's no other than Dina Carabas. She is the co-founder of non-for-profit, the Open Reviews Association. Dina, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Charlotte. Looking forward.
We are delighted that you can be with us here today. Now, first of all, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Open Reviews Association?
Thank you. Happy to do that. So the Open Reviews Association, or ORA for short, as we call it, is a philanthropic project centered around the idea that online customer reviews should be open data and that they should not be locked up within proprietary data silos, as is the case today, the state as we know it. And to this end, the ORA team has developed open source software that allows any customer-facing website or app to participate in an open data ecosystem for online reviews. And so tourism, such an open data ecosystem would mean that all participating actors in a destination can make use of the reviews data for their marketing, or for analyzing customer preferences, or for driving operational improvements, either internally or across the whole destination. So in this ecosystem, no matter where a tourist left their review, whether that was on the website of a hotel or a navigation app or on the website of the destination marketing organization, every actor can download and use this data freely.
Fantastic. So this is reviews, of course, is very hot topic, right? It's been a hot topic for quite a long time. So if I understand you correctly, the platform is really created for companies which run services in hospitality. And maybe you can elaborate a little bit on that. Who and how?
Yes, of course. So just to start, so many parties can benefit from the open data ecosystem once it gains critical mass of reviews and data. However, the parties that can benefit from day one are indeed the organizations that interact directly with tourists, be that a hotel or a restaurant or a tour operator that advertises, or let's say also the destination marketing organization, of course, that advertises local offerings to visitors. So once these parties join the ecosystem, they can start taking immediately more ownership of their customer relationship and reduce their dependence and the spend on the large proprietary reviews platforms such as Google, TripAdvisor, and Booking.com. But once the size of the overall data set grows, so once more and more tourists start putting in their reviews through all these participating actors into this joint shared data set, so once it grows, others can benefit too, such as the researchers that are hopefully all present in the ENTER conference now, but also entrepreneurs who develop new applications based on the experiences and the opinions and the perspectives that tourists share with each other. And so we hope that ultimately this will benefit the general public, because we will have more alternatives when it comes to where to read and write reviews, or to using recommender systems, or even just navigation apps. Yes. So with the help of online reviews, we hope to see a much wider range of innovation and to get real alternatives to Google and Co. And all the other services out there right now.
Indeed. I'm wondering, I was going to say, this is something you're doing in your spare time, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Why is this mission so important to you? I'd really like to understand that a little bit better.
Yeah, so my partner and I, we have our own software company, completely unrelated to reviews, but it came actually out of a personal need, because we were traveling and we felt like we would really like to share our impressions, but where? Yeah, why should I give my data and my time now to Google? You know, I'm not paid for it, but they make a lot of money from it. It's great that they built the service in the first place, but actually, if we see how many millions, hundreds of millions of people share their data and their let's say their insights and experiences today, this data is so valuable that we can do much more out of it than just letting it sit in a proprietary data set. So for us, customer reviews, after a lot of thinking about it, we realized they are online word of mouth, and they represent a fundamental and an age-old form of human collaboration. The insights that people share with each other via reviews are really an important way for us to discover, to evaluate, and finally to select those experiences that fit best our needs. And things just become less risky for us to try ourselves if someone else has already tried them before and has shared an opinion about them. So yeah, as said, we believe that this data is just too valuable to keep proprietary. It should rather be a commons. It should be available for all to benefit. And so with this project, we started out and to actually show and prove to the world that it is possible to separate the data layer from the products layer, from the products that are built on top of this data.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so while the data itself is generated for free by these hundreds of millions of users, it should also be available for free. And yeah, entrepreneurs should be able to build value-adding products on top of this data without the barriers to entry that they face today.
It's wonderful. It's extremely commendable that you are building out this platform, and I can only imagine, you know, the interest that there's going to be around your keynote in January at the ENTER conference. We might even then have time to talk a little bit about your background in blockchain, because there are a few aspects here that are related to blockchain, for sure, blockchain technology, as it were. So I'm looking forward to that, but we won't necessarily go there today. What I would like to know, maybe from you as we come to a close, is how you came to work with ENTER, how you came to know about the conference, and also what you hope that our delegates are going to take away from your very exciting and interesting keynote.
Yeah, so we got early on in the project already in touch with the IFITT, because we saw a lot of potential in joining forces. And Phil and a few others were quite excited about the idea of an open reviews ecosystem. And the IFITT became early on already a member of the Open Reviews Association. Yeah, and then we were, of course, very keen to be part of ENTER, yeah, because it brings together this diverse set of researchers and practitioners who are all interested in exactly our topic, which is technology in tourism. Yeah, and I saw also this year that there are several sessions related to our topic, which is, I think, 4 papers on online reviews and 3 papers also on digital assistance and personalization that also heavily leverages online reviews, and a couple more related works. So what we would hope to get out of our participation in the conference are, I think, 3 things. So first of all, we hope to gain some helping hands from researchers to further develop interesting areas of the technology. So yeah, this project is open source, it's non-for-profit. So yeah, it's really open for everyone who feels like wanting to contribute their expertise in any way, whether it's coders or people that just give us more insights into the industry. Everyone is welcome, really. Then the second point is we would like to make the project more known to the researchers that will want to make use of the data. Mm-hmm. So all those papers that are related to online reviews, of course, from the discussions that we had with Phil already, we know how hard it is for researchers nowadays to get this data, to do any research on it. There are quite some restrictions. So we hope that with this open data set, much more will be possible in the future. Yeah, and finally, we hope to also reach some practitioners, because they, by self-selection of being part of ENTER, they are open to new technologies. So we hope that we can reach some of them who would like to experiment with it, and yeah, who would like to integrate this technology or this infrastructure into their websites and start collecting open reviews.
Fantastic. I am so excited for your keynote in January, Dina. I can't tell you. It's going to touch on so many exciting and new aspects of where our industry indeed is going. So thank you for joining us today. As we wrap up, I hope that we will see many of you at the conference in January. If you haven't booked your ticket already, go to enter-conference.org and sign up straight away. You will hear from Dina and indeed a whole range of experts who have much to offer during the 3 days of the conference. So, Dina, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Charlotte.
And we
Thank
will
you
see
very
you
much.
in January.
Indeed.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great time.